Back in Daguerreo, dude, we found your thing.
Huh? You have the magical fingertip. Will you give it to me? I beg you.
Sure.
Oh, thank you.
I guess I'll just be on my way. What's wrong?
I used to be a fairly well-known blacksmith. My work was everything to me. And then one day, my wife died. That's when I moved here. I lived here ever since. A few years ago, I read a biography of a great craftsman named Gogo who was known for making dolls that looked like real people. Supposedly, the secret to his extraordinary skill was in his fingers. So I figured if I could get his fingers and combine them with my skills, I could make a doll that looked like my wife.
This is starting to get really creepy, dude.
I'm such a fool. Look at these fingers. They look worn down as if they never got a break. They look just like my fingers. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I realize that I must accept who I am and how I have lived my life. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. I no longer need it.
And we've received the Excalibur. Now this is one Excalibur that you can get in the game, and for our purposes, it's gonna be the only Excalibur that we get in the normal playthrough. The other one is off the table for me, simply because of how I've played the game. The Excalibur is, well, it's equipable by Arnold, so I'm not going to be able to show it off just yet. I know it sounds really cool, but it's not actually as good as the Ragnarok, which we have already gotten. So even though we got a really good weapon, it's not as good as, well, you would think. I guess Ragnarok, the end of the world, is better than King Arthur's sword. All right, we're going to head back to, let's just head back to Treno now. Back in Treno, crazy duck lady, we have your 13th coin.
Oh, you found the last Stiltzkin, Ophiuchus. Give it to me along with the rest of the Stellazzio I loaned you.
And we give all 13 back to her. Apparently she loaned the coins to us. You better give me a damn good reward for all the work that I have put into collecting these 13 coins, most of which were hidden. Most of them were not in chests. There were a couple that were, I believe, but for the most part, they were difficult to find, especially Ophiuchus, which you didn't even know was a thing until I found it.
You may take the reward from my servant.
And we have received a hammer. Now you might be thinking to yourself, this must be some super special awesome hammer. Let's check our key items. It's not there. If we auto sort, it will show up on our screen here. Here's the hammer. It's Cinna's hammer. It is one of the weakest items in the game. I believe that it can only be equipped on Cinna. You really cannot give it to anybody else. I think you might be able to throw it. I've never thrown it. But really you want to hold on to it. I feel like it's not a spoiler to say it, so I'll just go ahead and say it. What you want to do is hold on to this in your inventory, as it will give you an extra scene in the ending cutscenes if you hold on to the hammer. You can, I believe, synthesize it at some later point, but honestly, you don't want to do that. I'll show that off, but definitely this time I'm going to be holding on to the hammer in my inventory so we get that extra cutscene that you wouldn't get otherwise. I mean, I'd put in all this work, I damn well better get something good out of it, and a hammer just doesn't do justice to it. All right, that is it for what we want to do in Treno for the time being. I'll come back and get the ribbon probably off screen some other time. It's honestly not that important, but I'm gonna get it anyway. There are a couple other side quests that we can take care of, and these are among the last side quests in the game, so let's start taking care of some of those out in the world. Back out in the world, we're back on our Chocobo. You might not be able to recognize exactly where we are because it has changed since we were last here. We are where Shimmering Island used to be, but didn't seem to make it. What we want to do is pretty much head, well, here. This is where you need to be. Unfortunately, there's not a really good marker for it, just the marker on the world map for the Shimmering Island. That's where you need to be. You need to have an ocean chocobo, obviously, to get here. If you have the flying chocobo, you need to land it and run here in the water. If you're flying, as best as I can tell, it will not work. I have not gotten it to work from the air. But we need to feed Choco a dead pepper here. And we will find a treasure chest on the bottom of the ocean, where we can find 10 aquamarines. The ultimate weapon, that is Ronaldo's best weapon. We can find a Maximilian, that is Arnold's second best armor, but probably the best armor that I'm going to be using this time. And an invincible card. Hey, card's a card. But that is what we came out here to see. We still have a little bit more work to do with the Chocobo, but it involves going back to Chocobo Paradise, and I'll just meet you there. Actually cannot do that just yet, so instead we're going to head to Alexandria, because there should be something that we can do here, and hopefully this will lead us back to the Chocobo quest. You did probably notice that I brought my Chocobo here. I was almost finished with Ilia's clothes. I'm sorry. Who cares if I don't have new clothes? As long as my family is still alive. Oh, they're still alive.
Maybe Grandma would have finished Ilia's new dress if I didn't demand food all the time. I'm sorry, Ilia, I need to eat.
Such bad luck. Just moved here from Lindblom. This is awful. Indeed it is, and we will be making a stop in Lindblom. One stop in Lindblom. I'll go over that later. I can't believe the city got destroyed right before our honeymoon. He always has bad timing. Oh, you're gonna blame this on him, are you, Michelle? Seriously, it's not his fault.
I can hammer nails with my frying pan.
You idiot, and you call yourself a chef. Treat the tools of your trade with more respect.
Honestly, you're gonna dent it.
But the city needs to be rebuilt.
We all have our place in life, buddy. Yours is to cook delicious food for the people of this city.
Yeah, you tell him, Doug. You pick on that chef. The cat won't talk to me. But as you might be able to see, reconstruction is still underway. Can I talk to you?
I'd endure any hardship to join the Knights of Pluto.
I don't mind having a lot to do, but too much work is also problematic. Oh, before I forget, we did get a new weapon for Ronaldo, didn't we? Let's see how good it is. Ultima weapon. Attack of 100, up from 71. Although it doesn't give him the 1 point of speed increase, you know what? I think the attack more than makes up for the lack there. So, we're going to stick with that. Unfortunately, I don't have Arnold in the party to show off the other things that we picked up. We'll show it off eventually, though. I know that we can rebuild the city if we work together. How you doing, little kid?
Card games are hard. Are you good at playing them?
Somewhat. With the use of save states, I am.
Are card games really that fun to play?
Sometimes. I prefer the games where you don't lose your cards if you lose. Then you just kind of get on this losing streak and then you don't have any more cards. I wonder if Princess Garnet will return to Alexandria. We've gone over that. I had her in my party last time, too. I stocked up to shop the best I could. I forgot you were a shop, my friend. You don't have anything new. Oh, no. We will decide what... Yeah, we've gone through all this before. Yeah, we're still going to be taking that vote tomorrow. Eventually. For the time being, though, I'm just going to head over. More stuff I want over here. How you doing, buddy?
I'm sure the town will rave about our mini-theater again once everything is back to normal.
Were they raving about it before? I think that most things are the same in there, so I'm just going to head on.
I can't sleep at night. The attack was so terrifying.
How are you doing? He's handsome, but he's not exactly Mr. Personality. Really? Flower girl? Flower girl, I wonder what number you're going to be. Number 7, you don't say. To have the chance to meet a pretty flower like you in a destroyed city. Oh, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Don't tell me he fell onto your flowers. Like, seriously, that is straight out of 7.
The water is quite dirty right now. I can't even see any fish swimming in there. Feeding the fish was my favorite pastime. Now I gotta go find ducks. The city was completely destroyed by the time I came back. They must have known I was away.
So yeah, this just kind of adds to my theory that the numbers of the nights represent the numbers of the games.
Can someone tell me how to keep track of my kitty mittens?
Maybe one day, Tom. Maybe one day. But for the time being, we're gonna head in here, which is where all the important stuff is. Notice that those jump rope people are here. But we also have Stiltzkin. Stiltzkin, how you doing, buddy?
I tried to figure out what Artemisian was doing, but I didn't understand how he felt. You want to buy a set of Moonstone Ruby and Elixir for 5,555 gil?
I do, Stiltzkin. Give me the good stuff.
Thanks, buddy. I'll sell you stuff again when I get more. Oh, I wanted to do something for you because you always buy stuff from me.
And we've received a ribbon. We get another ribbon from, a ribbon from Stiltzkin. Another ribbon for our party, but first one that he's given us, only one that he'll give us. And it's somewhat been worthwhile this whole time. We do get a kind of discount on goods the whole time. As long as you got the money, it's definitely worth it so you can get the ribbon in the end.
Traveling the world has taught me how little I know.
That's all you have to say, Stiltzkin?
Play more and raise your rank.
Oh, thanks, Chestnut. I hate you already. Hey, Kupo! Kupo is another reason that we are here. We need to do stuff with the Mognet.
I think we're getting close to solving the mystery of Mognet, Kupo. I want you to deliver a letter to Atla.
Okay.
Thanks, Kupo.
Do you guys remember where Atla is? No? That's fine. I'll meet you because we're going to go on a train of Mognet pretty soon here. First, though, one try. I'm going to give it one try.
Sure, mages can play.
Pretty much only mages, and I believe Mistral will play. I usually just do it with mages, though. All right, mages, let's go. I'm going to aim for 21. That's my goal, honestly. My goal is 21. I usually mess up right at 20, right when they speed it up. I'll have to take care of this off screen. All right. I got it. 29. That's a new record for me without cheating. I will be cheating later to get that done. That's really the only way I can do it. You can, like I said before, you can unlock some crazy things if you do this in the first disc, so much so that I was not willing to do that. But I will take care of this. I haven't decided in a bonus video or not. I might come back to it, but for the time being, we have some mail to deliver. I'll meet you where we deliver mail. It's going to be a little bit of a journey.